Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reacting. Tonight we're in episode 4 of season 3 of Mushoku Tensei, a jobless reincarnation. Oh no. Oh no, let me just boom. Oh no. Oh no. Look at all the essays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's actually like 20 full essays in the comments. So, chat, listen. I don't know how to approach this one. Okay, I don't know how to approach this one. I skimmed through it. Some stuff in here, valid. Some stuff in here, absolutely deluded, unhinged, mentally can't say more. It's bad. It's bad. Really depends on how we look at it, though. So I think we're just gonna kind of go top to bottom. I'll try to give a little bit of commentary on some of these comments. If you're not interested in this, chapters, look at the chapters for the video. You can skip ahead to the actual video reaction, episode 4. I'm sure that arguing... You know what? I actually figured it out. I think a big reason why season 2 felt like chewing on glass was because I would prepare to watch each episode by arguing with people for like an hour. Dude, like, that's gotta be the worst possible thing you could do going into an anime episode. It's like, yeah, let me just get mad. Let me just get furious for as long as I can and argue with other people about it, and then let's watch the show together. Like, how did any of us do that? Okay, so, okay. I am normal. Agreed. Some people think that me being pissed off is actually gonna lead to, like, me being, like, pleasantly surprised later, which would be cool. I would be down, okay? I'd be down. This comment I thought was interesting. I get wanting to see friction and conflict develop his character, his referring to Rudy, because, of course, who would his refer to other than Rudy? But okay, sorry. No! Lock in. To develop Rudy's character even further, but getting so angry at him for finally being able to live a happy life and not accidentally screw something up for one episode is just so puzzling to me. The thing is, I don't think I'm even mad at Rudy last episode. I'm just mad. I'm just, like, what's that one line from, I think, Rick and Morty? A sidekick without a side just starts kicking. Something like that. Like, that's a little bit where I'm at with the show. I'll admit my bias. I'll admit it, okay? I'm generally just upset, okay? And so when I see shit just happening, I'm already gonna be ready to jump down its throat a little bit. That's okay, though. If I admit it, that makes the bias okay, right? Something like that. Anyways. But no, I don't think I'm actually really mad at Rudy specifically, because what does Rudy do last episode? He just kind of, like, walked around. We were kind of, like, doing slice of life territory. You know, nothing really that much happened. Rudy was fine. But it's just, like, it's seeing that this is just our status quo, and knowing what the status quo is built on just generally pisses me off a little bit. But okay. Orsted joke, which is funny. Armadillo was supposed to be in the last season. They used to travel from Beggar continent and decided Steve as a pet. Oh wait, was actually in last season, or are you saying like it was supposed to be, but the light novel like transition just like cut it off? Anyways, this one, I thought this one was funny. So this guy says, Dark Sonic Spear says, dude, the panties are just a security placement. The comedy is a blanket. The comedy is just that something that started out as obviously perverted turned into a sentimental object that legitimately helped him through his lowest moments of his life, blah, blah, blah. It being a legitimately non-sexual thing for him is the joke. See, it's like, okay, yes, I think that, like, you could say is a joke, but at that point, like, I don't know. I don't like the word just here. The word just here really kind of pisses me off a little bit. Not really, but it's not that big of a deal. But, like, the panties are just a security blanket. Like, bro, who starts a religion after their security blanket? Like, no, it's not just a security blanket. It's like a bigger thing for Rudy, and it's a bigger thing for the show, right? Like, it's on a shrine. It's something he prays to, you know? And in, like, a secret, like, little area, too. So it's more than just a security blanket or just some, like, sentimental object. Like, it's given a lot more emphasis, which is why it's just, like, so insane that it's a pair of panties. But, like, whatever. This is just going against the whole, like, everything has to do with Rudy thing by giving a bunch of... I actually appreciate this comment. W comment, alright, it disagrees with what I'm saying, but W comment. It's being a little bit sarcastic. You could maybe, like, phrase it a little bit differently, but that's okay. I mean, I'm being aggressive, you're being aggressive, it kind of all equals out, you know what I mean? But, gives a bunch of examples of characters' desires that aren't, like, just because of Rudy. Rudy's desire to become a teacher at Hogwarts, Sophie's desire to go work with Luke and help Ariel become queen of Disneyland. Nanochi's desire to go back to Earth. Linnea and Persina desire to marry someone and go back to... Well, okay, you're wrong about this one. And I literally mentioned this, right? Like, Linnea and Persina's desire to marry someone else is something that Rudy specifically says, like correlates back to him pulling up with 2 wives. He's like, oh, I bet they're jealous, and like this is why they're doing that, right? So like I would push back a little bit on this one, but like this is a collection of things that like, oh, like the characters are doing other stuff, you know what I mean? Zenoba's desire to research and make his dolls all because of Rudy. Like, and of course you're being sarcastic, but also like Zenoba's even like ability to be doing any of this is all predicated on Rudy, and Zenoba's research, the most recent research of his, which is the hand thing, is literally because of Rudy. Now, that's not, those examples I'm like fine with, whatever. So like I will acknowledge them, period. Not much to say other than that. Agreed. This guy's saying criticism is totally biased by your hate of Rudius. It's the same thing when you don't like the food, blah blah blah. I just want to kill myself. This shit is mind rot. I can't take it. It's impossible. It's an impossible recording to make. I actually don't think I can record this video. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I could do it, bro. What do you mean? The panties are self-love. The panty. This is actually brilliant rage bait. This is the best rage bait I read in like recent memory. Because it's like your negativity is leading to you not grasping what the show is doing with the panties. And then you just say a bunch of fucking words and then say it's self-love, and then now if I have to to define, this is what's annoying. To decline the result of it's self-love, I have to deal with all of this shit. And there's so many words. And they're like Rudy's relationship to intimacy has developed. What the fuck does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. Like, your relationship to intimacy has changed. Bro, hasn't everyone's relationship to intimacy changed every day of their lives? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Oh my god. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to a React Andy Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. We're on episode 4 of season 3. This is the second time I've tried to do this, opening. Okay, let me just boom. Right, so this is hard. So the thing is, okay, let's get a couple things straight. Let's all get on the same page here, okay? Let's all get on the same page here and get on each other's team. It's all really simple, okay? I am a wholesome and normal reactor, and this is our wholesome and normal show. Now, there's a bunch of commentary. The thing is, some of y'all are critiquing me. Some of y'all are agreeing with me. And in both groups, some of y'all are right. And in both groups, well, no, in just the group that's critiquing me, some of y'all are super wrong. But it's a mixed bag. Now, couple things. The bowing thing, I'll immediately give up on the bowing thing. I'll even admit, I just wanted something to complain about, and I started making shit up, alright? It'll happen again. So that one, a couple people were like, let's see, Control F bow. A couple people were like, they were bowing to Roxy, not Rudius. Your imaginary narrative. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody was bowing to Rudy. Everyone was bowing to Roxy. Okay, that's not true. But, like, a couple of them were bowing to Roxy. Sure, I'll give up on that instantly. I don't even care. The whole bowing thing is meant to just be more of, like, a small symptom of a greater root issue. So if we're getting stuck on the bowing thing, it's mistaking the trees for the forest. Or the forest for the trees. You get the idea, right? That is not the important thing. You can have that one. I'll get rid of it. It's fine. Now, there were a couple things, there's so much fucking yapping. There were a couple things here to be said. We're gonna, listen, this episode, we're gonna hit 0. We're gonna do this one from 0. We're gonna start at the beginning. No Rudius hate this episode unless it's deserved. Because we all know that I fucking hate the guy. It's okay though, right? We can accept that I think the narrative has a lot of those flaws and is broken in a lot of ways. True, period, but to judge the narrative as it continues, we need to have a fresh slate, an open mind. So we're gonna work on that, right? One thing I wanted to say here is, because this is I liked this comment, I think. It's basically saying that there's some characters that don't like or dislike that Rudius at first. Basically saying that not every character wants to suck Rudius's dick all the time. There's a couple of them that are actually other characters. The funny thing is that the characters in here are low-key the best characters every time. It's not even close, right? Like, this, I think, and like, this is exactly kind of what I mean. The characters like Nanahoshi, good character. I like Nanahoshi. Sarah, I honestly don't remember her that well, but I think I liked her. So I'll let Sarah slide. Soldat, Golded. Sold Out was a golded character. Luke, I don't really remember. Ariel, I actually kind of forgot about her too. She was like the princess or some shit. I don't know. Fitz bodyguard. You were more like Fitz's queen. I don't remember. Anyways, Elena Lee's. I don't even want to deal with Elena Lee's. Get her out of here. Bodyguard was pretty cool. I fuck with Bodyguard. Okay. Paul, who had really good back and forth. Like, bro. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say here. There's too much shit in here to sort through. It's too much shit and not enough time. The best character in all of Mushoku Tensei is Paul. Paul is such a good character. What makes Paul's character so good? Largely, is that his interactions with Rudy are actually better. Like enhance him and Rudy's characters both, right? He interacts with Rudy in a way, like, Rudy, like, getting on top of him and starting to, like, round pound his ass was such a good scene, right? Seeing those, like, gray areas where Paul is kind of in the wrong, Rudy's kind of in the wrong, and they start clashing, that shit was the best emotional beat they've ever done. Compare that to, like, Sylphie seeing Rudy come home with a second wife. Fucking nothing happened. It's just a waste. It's like, there's so many good times that they can be pulling out some, like, rich drama and shit, but they just don't seem to care, right? And I feel like those times specifically are around, like, the weird, neat stuff with Rudy, right? Like, I want to pull up Julie. Somebody said something about Julie here, right? Right here. I always thought your issue with Julie was City. She's practically Sonobu's daughter. Most people find their dynamic wholesome, yet to this day you still have a problem with it. My main issue with Julie has nothing to do with her connection to Sonoba. My main issue with Julie was the, like, mind-rotted writing that they tried to do when Julie was introduced about how, like, oh, she doesn't have a will to live. And Rudius has somebody who also has, at a time, not had a will to live, can, like, see that and, like, empathize with her. And he, like, offers her suicide because he gets her, bro. His darkness resonates with her darkness type shit. But that entire thing is insane. And none of the other characters in the room, like, cared at all about what Rudius was trying to do, right? Like, it's like, there's so many issues with that scene, right? And if you want me to break that down, go look at the previous season. I'm not gonna, like, repeat it all. But the point is that's why I think Julie is just a weird character that makes no sense. It really doesn't have to do with her connection to Zenova that much. Now, at the same time, she's, like, kind of a slave, and it's like that weird kind of thing, but, like, whatever. Really, the issue is that the writing that they tried to do the moment they tried to have with Julie made fucking no sense and was, like, actually abjectly insane. And the thing is, if you want an insane moment, that's actually fine to put in your story, but, like, have the other characters say something about it or do something about it or something instead of just watching, you know what I mean? And then, like, Rudy just does that shit and then, like, that's, like, the entire thing, you know? That's what, like, really, like, boggles my mind. Also, like, I feel like the rest of this comment I thought was also kind of crazy of, like, I find it funny how you reduce the other characters to nothing just because they care about Rudius, especially his wives. The characters are fucking boring and I don't like them. You know what I mean? It's just is what it is. But it's okay. There's a couple good characters and we're gonna hold out hope for them. You claim their entire character is simply being Rudius' lives, yet the exact same thing applies to Rudius himself. He only cares about his family, particularly his wives, and he has no other goal than to be with him and maintain the status quo of his family. I mean, like, no, like, well, the funny thing is, like, in that episode, that is kind of true, because he is just doing his family life thing, and they're just doing their family life thing. And of course, like, the entire purpose of the episode, as I said, is that they're just building up some next thing to happen that's going to disrupt the status quo. So, like, yeah, I guess that's, like, how he is right now. But, like, something's going to happen, he's going to shake it all up, which should be good. But, like, yeah, I don't know, who cares? This wouldn't even be such a big deal if you didn't like Rudius so much, you only hate him because he has 2 wives. The least true, least faith argument I've ever seen. You only hate him because he has 2 wives. Bro, what are you smoking? Have you, like, listen, I watched all your actions, but honestly, I don't remember it. Like, bro, I can tell. If you think my only problem with Rudius is that he had 2 wives, you think I just never had a problem with him until Roxy pulled up at the end of last season? Because I'm pretty sure I spent hours upon hours upon hours tweaking out about Rudius and how much he was a problem before he got the second wife. Hell, before he got the first wife. So this whole, like, you only hate him because he has 2 wives, you don't know what you're talking about. GG. But, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. You talk about, like, how you like some of the characters. The Julie thing, you're wrong about, but that's okay. And liking Cliff and Zenobia, it's, like, fine. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. This is a great, somebody else made this point. This is another one of the classic, like, the transition from light novel to anime is the worst thing that could have happened to Mushoku Tensei. I'm gonna bring that up, okay? This is my favorite. This is the thing I was talking about every single time season 2 would happen. I'd read all the comments, and like a chunk, not even close to all, but some chunk of my criticism of the show is literally anime exclusive, and I'm willing to admit that, okay? Because this whole thing of, one thing I know is that when Rudius shouts that he has 2 wives, everyone actually boos him because they disapprove of what he's doing. I imagine they changed it to make a joke. Maybe that'll cheer you up a bit. That does cheer me up a bit. And somebody else mentioned this, that like in the light novel, they booed him instead of cheered him on. That is great. That is great. Look, like, instead of the environment hopping up and down on his 9-inch Paul genetic schlong, the environment is actually giving him a little bit of friction. And, like, that's actually cool, because if the entire, like, school boos him for having multiple wives because they're, like, super Millis faith originated, then it kind of actually makes his love even better, because he's willing to say that he loves his wives despite being socially ostracized for it. So him saying that is like, oh, I love them so much that I'm willing to, like, face social, like, people booing me, you know? That's actually kind of nice, and it actually makes the relationship, like, a little bit juicier, you know? It's like, oh, like, that's, I think there's some genuine heart to that. But when they all are cheering him on, it's like, look at me go! I'm Rudius Greyrat! I'm the strongest in the school! I got 2 hot wives! Like, can we relax? You know, it's like, instead of, like, because, like, as it is, it just feels like victory lap, victory lap, victory lap, victory lap, victory lap. And it's like, bro, can we, like, get on with the plot? But, yeah, so that... But the thing is, the way you write this sentence, by the way, is brain rotted. And I'm sorry that I'm picking on you specifically, MRJV7YO. You have 24 likes, so I'm not just picking on you. I'm picking on everybody that, like, was like, this comment is speaking facts. Because whoever did that, you are stupid. And it's okay. It's okay to be stupid, okay? That's the first step to getting smarter. You know what I mean? Listen, but this, everyone actually boos him. That's not true. The statement is a lie, right? And you might be like, whoa, wait, what? You just said that it was a good thing. Lean in close. Everyone actually boos him in the light novel. In the light novel. In the anime, it's a different story. People don't boo him in the anime. In the anime that I've been watching, they cheered for his ass, okay? So, it's not that everyone actually boos him, it's that the story's literally different. Get caught up, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we're watching here. I'm not reading the light novel, okay? And listen, I bet the light novel is, like, a minimum twice as good. But also, I don't even know if it's good or not. Like, who cares? I'm talking about the anime here. So, yeah. Wrong. Very wrong, overall. Some of the stuff, though, about, like, this stuff of, like, Cliff and Zenoba are the goats or whatever, I'm actually fine with that. If you're a Cliff and Zenoba enjoyer, I can respect that. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me find something else to complain about. So, this is also, I want to bring this up. I need to clarify who my enemy is, okay? Because guess what? Just because you like Mushoku Tensei, a jobless reincarnation, does not mean you're my enemy. Isn't that beautiful? We're actually friends. We might actually agree more than you think. My enemy is not the people that thinks that jobless reincarnation, Mushoku Tensei, is enjoyable. That's not my enemy. My enemy is not people who think who admit that Rudius is kind of insane, right? And kind of a crazy character that has a lot of, like, moral flaws. If you think Rudy is, like, specifically written as like a very, very flawed main character, period, not like who gets perfect or who has the great redemption story of the greatest of all time. Not one of you guys, but, like, if you're like Mushoku Tensei of Jobless Reincarnation has Rudy, who is kind of like a flawed, some might even say, like, evil main character, then that I actually really respect. I think that's a really good take, right? People that are willing to enjoy it as slop is totally fine. There's this chunk of the comment section where they're saying, like, it's about Eris, blah blah blah, so much yapping, like fucking entire books worth in here, right? Arguing in bad faith is all they know how to do. I love statements like this because I could just say the same thing about the other group. Like, it's a nothing statement. Anybody can say that about anything, right? These type of people, all of them argue in bad faith. Like, holy generalization, bro. Like, calm down. 4 likes. It's only 4. You know what I mean? But, like, I saw solo leveling get brought up. Like, bro, solo leveling, by the way, you're getting brought into this too, solo leveling. I'm fine with shooting people that are walking by the street, okay? I don't care who you are right now. Like, you're all targets for me. Solo leveling also is slop, okay? And I didn't watch the anime, but I did read the webtoon. And I read it like 100 chapters and then I dropped it because I got bored. Solo Leveling is literally just like power fantasy. You know what I mean? And if you want to enjoy the power fantasy where the guy like kills the guys and then gets stronger, then kills the guys and gets stronger, and then gets the buffs and looks all cool and fully transforms into a stoic main character who then like gets all the girls, fine. But admit that that's all it is. That's it. It's a power fantasy, right? If you want to say I like Mushoku Tensei and it's a power fantasy, done, right? You're good. You're clear. Welcome aboard. But if you say like, I love Mushoku Tensei, it's one of the greatest pieces of writing about like atonement and like becoming better and blah blah blah, it's got all these deep rich themes, that's where you're smoking crack, right? It falls apart on that layer. On the raw entertainment layer where he's just strong, like it's well animated, there's jokes, it's like got the weird anime like perviness, whatever. If you're just keeping it surface, you're fine. Welcome through the door. But yeah, the real problem is the people that like try to make it super deep, right? And so, yeah, like right here, right? It's fine to enjoy slop, but no need to pretend that it's more than it is. That's exactly where I'm at, right? And like, if you try to go, yeah, I mean, pretty much. Blah, blah, blah. Let us watch the series in peace. Holy aura. I love that comment. Yeah, I'm like, why don't we flip it on you? How about you leave us alone? I'm just trying to hate watch, man. That's actually funny. But like, I'm trying to like, I don't know. Anyways, also, nice burner account. I was very confused what this meant. Is this person saying that this person's a fake account? Let me look at this person's account. Okay, it was just made. Oh, it actually is a burner. Caught! Oh, it was just made. Wait, whose account is this? Oh, shit. Wait, I'm actually... Maybe they made this account just to comment on the reaction. Holy aura. I think that's what they did. Wait, that's funny. And they're on my side, too. Oh, that's a bit concerning. Anyways, okay. Fire discussion. Thank you, bro. I think, like, I want to be, for this episode, I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to try to be a lot more pointed in my criticism. Because, like... reducing characters to just they care about Rudius, like, that is how I feel, but it's hard to be, like, pointed in that, right? Because, like, any sort of reductionist thinking can always just be, like, used anywhere. Like being reductive is the easiest thing to do, you know what I mean? Tearing things down, because, like, it's like, being reductive, you can just, like, decline evidence, you know what I mean? But yeah, okay, wait, let me find something else. Why doesn't this apply to Subaru? ReZero is so good, bro. ReZero is so good. I don't want to spoil ReZero too much, so I don't really want to, like, deeply respond to this. But, like, this comment right here is, like, a great point of that. And it's also, like, the degree to which the main character suffers is completely different. Like, if anybody thinks that ReZero is wish fulfillment, it's like, bro, whose wish are you granting? A masochist? Like, the biggest masochist of all time? You know, it's like, fundamentally, ReZero is not a show that you wish you're the protagonist, whereas Mushoku Tensei is a show that if you're a NEET that, like, jerks off all the time, you probably really see yourself in Rudius and wish that you were in Rudius' position, where you got to have a bunch of hot wives, one of them that literally, canonically, looks like a child, and so on and so forth, and you got to be OP and blah, 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 right? Like, it's the amount, like, wish fulfillment. Whose wish are you fulfilling? The audience member, right? Mushoku Tensei seems to be an anime that the audience can self-impose into and feel like their wish is being great, like what they want their work, like, this is what I want my life to be, you know? That's very much what Mushoku Tensei is, right? That is not what ReZero is. Nobody would ever want their wish to be Subaru, right? I love ReZero, bro. But anyways, everyone is afraid to engage with the symbolism of the panties honestly and admit the genius writing behind them? Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you afraid too? Where's your essay, bro? Do you not see everybody else around you, bro? Everybody be dropping essays but you! Huh? I think you had another comment too. Let's find you real quick. Let's find your other comment real quick. I'm gonna be honest, you should drop the series. Like, bro, give me... If you want to tell me about how genius the writing is of the panties, please, I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. I just think it's crazy. But yeah, blah, 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 worthless engagement with media. My humble apology, but I don't believe you actually hate the show as much as you try to. That's an interesting question. I don't even know anymore, bro. I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce, but that's okay. Or like this is a good comment. You misunderstand. The author of this fiction is Rudius. There are a few chapters written from double other perspectives, etc., etc. The writer is well versed in the concept of unreliable narrator. If this is your take, you're in. Welcome aboard. You can enter the club, okay? You have passed the bar. This is what we're looking for. If you want to say that a lot of the story is biased because of Rudius being an unreliable narrator, and that's like why it is how it is, I'm super cool with that. I think there's a really cool thing to be said there. I don't think, like, that's not what most people, I think, get from the narrative, though. You know what I mean? I feel like this could just be cope. But this is a cope I like. This is cope that, like, this interpretation, I think, actually adds to the series. So I'm down with that interpretation. Most people at the school are generally scared of him and his power. I feel like when everybody's cheering him on in the anime, I feel like it undercuts that, but, like, whatever. I feel like this comment, look at it. I got ratioed even. Okay, cheers to the Mushoku Tensei fandom for ratioing me a little bit here. You do you. Just a suggestion. I think you would get a lot more out of the show if you take it for what it is rather than what you wish it was. Ironic that what you wish it as when we're talking about wish fulfillment. Yes, there's wish fulfillment, but I think there's real heart and substance in the story as well. Wanting to get stronger to protect the person I love is one of the most common themes in anime. But if that person being Rudius ruins Eris for you, I think you're getting a bit too lost in the sauce. Something as simple as Roxy introducing herself as Rudius' wife is irritating you. She just said that she was Roxy Greyrat to people who are close to Rudius. Isn't it natural to explain her relation to him? I also cringed hard at the people in the entrance, cheering on an entrance, blah blah blah, light novel diff. But yeah, like, I would. But it's like, I would definitely enjoy this series more if I let go of the control wheel and just let it take me. You know what I mean? I would definitely enjoy the series more. The Eris thing it's just like, maybe part of the thing of like, is one of the most common themes in an anime is why I kind of find it like, as much as, okay, so a couple people, somebody else said something about this, of like, they said like, Steve, the keyword was Steve. I think he wants Eris to have a different person she wants to get stronger for, anyone but Rudy's. If she was screaming about how incredible Steve is, he wouldn't be nearly as mad. The thing is, okay, that makes no sense. What are you even talking about? Who the fuck is Steve? Right? I actually would be mad if she started talking about, like, I love Steve, and nobody knows who the fuck Steve is. That would also be bad writing, you know what I mean? So, like, that's wrong. That's definitely not how, like, writing works at all. That's okay. I think it's just, I think I find it boring. I find it boring more than anything else. I find it boring, and I also find it, like, wish fulfillment-y, like, harem-esque, right? Where it's so, she's focused on Rudius, they're all kind of focused on Rudius, they all would, like, bend over and open wide for Rudius, and I find it just kind of boring, and it gets to the point that the only thing that's keeping me going is the conflict. Please, I'm so ready for some more conflict to happen. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, dude? Like, is this healthy for our brains? Is this how, this can't be. We are losing IQ. We're losing IQ. Is it my fault? Am I doing something wrong? Listen, let's all take a deep breath together, okay? Bro really wants to be a Zoomer Northern Lion. What are you talking about? Okay. Can somebody make this make sense? I get, like, XQC sometimes. I guess I'm getting Northern Lion now. These things aren't compatible with each other. You get, like, everyone's just a copy of another person, bro. Like, that's actually just reality. Let's just whatever. Mad the MC is MCing. He legit impacted all these people's lives immensely, and you're just reducing their characters because you hate him. I think he's just mad on a meta-narrative level. True. Meta-narrative is absolutely where I'm mad at the most. Yeah. You're just reducing their characters because you hate them. It's just, like, I need to see can somebody post an essay about, like, what makes Roxy a good character? Because, like, my memory of Roxy is, like, she's, like, matters to Rudius in the opening, and he pervs on her a bit, then she leaves. And that's, like, I'm obviously being reductive there, because I'm going fast, you know? But, like, that's whatever. But then, like, she travels around, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like the scene that, like, really damaged Roxy for me was when she was, like, about to die, and she's thinking of, like, who's the hero that's gonna save me? And then Rudius appears, and then she instantly falls in love. You know what I mean? Like, that is like, bro. You know, it's like, while that's happening, it's not like, oh, this is interesting. It's like, oh, of course this is happening, right? Like, it's obvious. It's boring. It's expected, you know? And so it's like, now what are we left with? What is left to Roxy's character? I don't know. She just kind of, like, her soul, like, bent over. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like, yeah. Anyways. Okay. I don't even know if I want to talk. I've been here for, like, 40 minutes, and I feel like I've made no progress in any of this. You know what I mean? I've started over this like intro like 4 times. It's just like ah! More of these characters, please. These characters are good. These characters are good. Let me just scroll one more time. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. I still can't believe like out of all these comments, how did that one get so many likes? That's like the worst one. You know what I mean? Like there are good comments in here that are like going against me, but it's like, bro, that one? Are we dead ass? Yeah. Can we just watch the episode, bro? Can we watch the episode? And like this episode, bro, we're only gonna get mad when they deserve it, okay? And the funny thing is, it's coming. They're gonna do something that pisses me off for a good reason, so we don't gotta, like, get pissed off for bad reasons. Let's just only get pissed off for good reasons, and then we can enjoy things that are good as well. Switch the lighting up. And, yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, this is, like, that's brain around too, but okay. I don't know, bro. It's brain around. Okay, let's just get into it. Let's just watch the episode. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back to the comments. Says the, what, masochist of the year? Maybe I'll go back to the YouTube comments, bro. Season 3, episode 4. Let's just take a deep breath. We're gonna ground our criticism, okay? And then next episode, I'm gonna criticize things exactly as they are, and then people can give me their exact feedback, and then we're done. We're not gonna get lost in this, like, big fucking, like, big scope shit, because it's too big. It's too big, you know? We need specific examples, specific things. I'm so sweaty. I smell bad now. Do I have deodorant? I'm gonna be smelly this whole reaction, bro. Oh my goodness. Wait, this is a good scene. Oh, Paul. The squad. It's fine. I like it. I didn't know y'all were in town. Alright, what's good with you, man? Funny. That's a funny line. Oh, yeah. That one girl that was like... Okay. Rakan. Holy care package. $1 billion. They're giving him a lion's share. I'm so excited for something to go wrong. Wait, okay. Chat, okay, I actually have hope for this season. Not trolling. I have hope. I have hope. I have hope. They're so... Like, any minute now, Orsted's gonna come flying in like a meteor and just cause a problem. And that's gonna actually be good. Okay, I need to see some, like, plot. This episode, please give me plot. Okay, because if you're only gonna give me some, like, Rudius bumming around as everybody, like, adores him, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. Give me some plot. You are not forgiven, but you are, like, in conversation. Yeah, I'll see you at work, Roxy. Later. Bro, I hate Lydia and Persina, but lock in. It's fine. Nothing to hate. Lock in. Cleanse yourself. Who's that guy? Watch out for that guy, Rudy is. Rudy, watch out! Oh, it's just a postman. Sorry. Armadillo. Apparently we love this armadillo. We have Patrish at home. Patrish? There you go. Damn, that's a nice house. Mushoku Tensei 3. Jobless reincarnation. Zenith's doing better. Look at her actually, like, planting. Weeding. Hell yeah. You say with 3,000 billion jewels on your back? Oh, that's good. It's good for her to. It's probably good for her to be doing that. Like, good for her own mind. Dang, throwback. Yeah, exactly. True. You are correct. True. Please, not another eye. Like, let's go with you, Rudius. Let's go with you, Quagmire. Quagmire, Quagmire. Bro, you ain't funny. I'm sorry. And before she's a reincarnation, Andy. She's pissed, bro. She is Paul. Paul has been reincarnated as Lucy or whatever. Yo, wait, we're so back. Wait, we're actually back. The window's open. Somebody's in our house. What the fuck is that? No, why does she have a little, like, felt doll of Rudy? That is so weird. Super Eye activate. Time Eye. Giga Eye. Scan the future Eye activate. Orsted is under the covers. Is that a little carnivorous little muncher? What is that carnivorous muncher doing? Yeah, let's go with you, Treant. Yo, why does Aisha have, like, a voodoo doll of Rudy in her room? Oh, this is why come by my room later actually meant. Why is she monster taming in her room? I mean, W monster taming. Okay. Bathwater. Listen. Well, I mean, there probably is something, like, it's gotta, well, I mean, bathwater as opposed to normal water, I don't know, bro, why am I having to engage with this? Yeah, like, I see the word bathwater and you already know what's coming. Yo, it's looking back and forth like an obedient dog. Yeah, let her monster train, bro. That sounds awesome. That's an awesome arc. Oh, please tell me it'll do a jig. Jig! You have to let her keep it. That's awesome. She'll become a monster tamer. Not even trolling. What? You're blackmailing him? What is you know what? Got your ass. Got your ass. I like this scene. I like this scene. She clocked, got him, owned. W Aisha scene. I'll let it slide. I like it. Well played. A little bit of blackmail. A little bit of blackmail, because that is crazy. That is a crazy thing. Did Rexy overhear that? Oh, okay. Only a tiny bit. Wait, owned. Yeah, what are you doing here? What did you forget? I need to know. Or else it's contrived. Or else it's contrived. You have to tell me. Escape from contrivances, bro. That was my other big criticism, I remember. I have literally have a list in my notes of all the contrivances in the show. Yo, look at that thing fucking go. I love the treant. Okay, new best character just dropped. No, Paul reincarnated as this treant. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait, that's a throwback. Yeah, don't win. Yeah, bad touch. Bad touch. I don't like the whisper. That's weird. That's weird. But otherwise, I like the black man. I love this fucking treant, bro. Yo, shout out the treant, dude. Best character. Bit. 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 What's up, Cliff? Absorptive Manonite. That's so good for us to have that I don't even know what you could use it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, my boy. Oh, my beautiful boy. Okay, fair. Oh, it's foreshadowing for losing people. Oh, I'm drooling. I'm drooling. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Julie? It's beautiful. It's actually high quality, too. Well done. Well done, sculptor. My sculptor slave. Go forth. Yo, Cliff, what's with the live Cliff reaction? Cliff, you got something to say? Cliff got something to say. Thanks, Cliff. Cliff. Appreciate it, Cliff. Fucking Sophie. Hey, Norn! Dang, big squad. Big squad. What does that mean when you're looking at Roxy Eddy? Can we please tell me what it actually is? Instead of being vague posting. Oh, they're vague posting. Why are we doing it publicly, too? What are we doing? Fitz sure has gotten cuter lately. Is this a fake? I feel like we're faking something. Are we intentionally doing this? I mean, we got, like... What are we doing? What is our scheme here? Yeah, you... Okay. Force her to what? Well, that's not what they're doing. That's the obvious... Yeah, no, that's like... That's the red hair... That's the... Don't worry, I'll dick you down later. Now shut up and let... Like, what is the plot actually doing? Okay, look it. Wait, is that what he was actually... What is the thing with Roxy that you're actually trying to do? We'll get Roxy to teach us both at once. We're not talking about... Are we talking about threesomes? What are we talking about? What are we learning? No, Sylphie thinks they're talking about sex. Rudy and Roxy ain't talking about sex, though. There we go. King class water magic. Right, and now Sylvia goes... Yeah, it's like the entire time it's like... I felt that as soon as the scene started. It's like, why aren't you telling me? Okay, it's fine. Lock in. Teach us some wizardry, bruh. This horse is so fat. Look at the size of its fucking neck. Bro, all three of them could fit in its neck at the same time. Holy fucking neck. Oh my god, remember that random horse guy? I don't remember anything about the horse guy other than I remember him. Caravaggio? Paul's horse. Please tell me Eris is gonna run through the field. Give me something. Give me something. Alright, look in. Cute flashback. Well, yeah, kind of big. It feels a little weird. It feels a little weird when you cut to Sophie as a kid, but just yeah, okay. Whatever. We already know about that. Nothing new. Teach me some water magic. Zippity zappity, I called the heavens and the blobby dooby ga. Isn't she have to incant like 1 billion words? Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Entire novel. Oh, there's another Kanto? Like, it's so long. Oh, but his cloud knowledge is gonna let him start to do this, like, for free incantless or whatever, you know? Because he's crazy, bro. A tornado? Lightning tornado. Oh, it's a circle. That poor tree! Oh my god, you killed the tree! Couldn't we have shot like an empty patch of grass? Oh, good night. Megumin head ass. Please first try it. It'd be so good. It'd be so funny. Whip that shit out. And then let it not even put a dent in your mana because you just the goat. Can we mog her real quick? Mog your wife real quick. In fact, mog both of them at the same time. Okay, he is having to incamp. Makes sense. It's a brand new spell. New spell, who this? Oh, okay. 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 I like what they're doing with that. That's, yeah, I like what they're trying to do. You can get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of a flashbacky. Yeah, yeet! Sorry, there's another 3 lines until ya yeet. Yeah, yeet! Oh, it worked. Okay, wow. And you're mogged. Get quagmired, lol. She's appreciative though. She's not like jealous or anything. She's like in it. She's like, damn, good job. Even I fail 1 time in 5. Okay, she admits it stings a little. That makes sense. I would expect nothing else. But she's still not happy about it, you know? Oh, things are gonna go so wrong. If you start to say shit like that, just, dude, give it 30 seconds till some god of swords reigns from the heaven, bro. Dude, it's just, it's begging for something to go wrong. It's begging. Yeah, like, why is she saying shit like that's such an insane thing to say? Silvieri, have some self-respect. Like, if we had to fight over him, I'd probably lose. What a crazy thing to say. He would never have given me a... You're definitely wrong about that. That's a fucking insane thing to say. Holy shit. W family. Like, but God, oh, was that the end of the episode? That shit was fast. Man, no, we just learned a spell. Ah, give me plot! I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I need something, dude. Oh, I guess Aisha was Aishing around a little bit and got a tree in. Oh, no, I need... yeah. I need fuel. I need fuel for my fire. Don't you see I'm starving? Alright, Eris, start swimming and shit. Start swimming and shit. Go get ready for your boy Steve. Go get stronger for your boy Steve, Eris. Okay? Shout out Steve. Fucking Ghislaine. Water Gilf. Peking. Peacock King. I should probably add the cock part. Cock King? I mean, you need both. Peacock. Jeez, man. Unlucky. Unlucky name, Loki, but I'll let it slide. The Runner. The Runner. I'm so excited for Eris to pull up. Because Sylphie, dude, it's crazy how little self-confidence Sylphie has. So, like, we gotta... Can we, like, at least they're kind of admitting it. That's actually... I kind of like that, I think. Because she's obviously saying insane shit, and then Roxy's being like, damn, that can't be the case. You know what I mean? And then like Rudy in his head is like saying like they're both important, you know? But she's saying shit like we'd probably lose if it wasn't for the both of us. You know, like that's kind of, but like doesn't that feel like something they like that's a crazy thing, you know? Let me look at some of these lines actually, right? Her saying, "You seem to be an interloper, Sophie. Blah blah blah. I'm glad to make friends with you too, especially since if we fought over Rudy, I'd probably lose. And I met Rudy again when he was in a bad place. I managed to help him. He would never have given me a second glance otherwise." Holy, like that's a I feel like really bad way to feel about your relationship. Is it? I think it is, right? That's gotta be, right? Especially if we fall over to Rudy, I'd probably lose. She's like, you're in a like a poly relationship, and you're saying, or like a harem. It's not like poly, it's like a harem thing, right? It's a little different, right? Because you're all like, you're not, Sophietta's not in a relationship with Roxy. They're both in a relationship with Rudy, but they're sister wives. They're doing sister wives, right? And so, like, she's saying that she feels like a lesser sister wife, right? I mean, that's obvious. She's saying that, like, but she thinks that Rudy likes Roxy more than her. And she says that multiple times this episode. She says that here. She says that, she implies it kind of here about, like, oh, he would never liked me if he wasn't having a problem. And then she also says it with the, like, Roxy's better at sex than me thing. So, like, Sophie actually has, like, a huge esteem problem in the relationship. No? And, like, that's actually cool to see, and I want them to do something with it more. Let's see, how does Roxy apply? So, Barbara probably lose. In my case, I got lucky. I met when he was a bad place. I managed to help him. And then Roxy just says, I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that. And then Rudy starts thinking about how much he loves him. But, like, you gotta give me a... Because this is actually interesting. Now, this is some sister... Like, bro... I need, okay. I need Mushoku Tensei to feel like an episode of actual The Sister Wives. Have you seen that TV show? It's the reality TV show of, like, the people with a bunch of wives. If Mushoku Tensei, a jobless reincarnation, does not feel like an episode of The Sister Wives, it's doing something wrong. That is actually facts, okay? Because this is a good thing, what they're working with here. This is good drama, right? But it's like, why do we spend... We spend like 30 seconds, 40 seconds on it here, and then we get a little bit of it earlier, but it's more of like just like it's more of like a joke scene of like this scene about how like, oh, Sylphie thinks that they're talking about sex, but really they're talking about water magic, right? So we're kind of getting that, but it's kind of like a joke. But then this other scene here, that's actually the part that's interesting. That's something I can actually care about. I'm down for that. I'm down to clown for that, bro. Because it's like, that is the type of unique drama, unique situation that this relationship offers, okay? That's something I haven't seen before. I have not seen sister wives bickering over Rudy before, or like a protagonist before, because I don't watch harem stuff, because I am not insane, you know? Like, okay, well, lock in. Right? But like, I've never watched a harem thing before, because I, you know, for whatever reasons. And so it's like, if we can actually, like... Give me some stuff about this. That would be cool. Or like the jealousy thing here of like, oh, Sophie, you're jealous. You know, I would never leave you out in the cold. And she has like this misunderstanding. I want us to like have like some actual plot about this instead of just kind of having it like quickly brushed off or like have it as a joke scene. Because that's actually interesting. So I'll give them that. I think that's going somewhere interesting. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And that's why like I'm excited for Eris to pull up. Because I think Eris is going to be, like, the biggest perpetuator of sister-wife drama. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna do the sister-wife thing, you gotta give me something, bro. You gotta give me something for it. So, that is, like, a half step in the right direction. I don't mind that. Because it gives Sophie something to do, you know? Like, so, like, let's actually deal with that a little bit. I'm down. This horse is still so fucking massive. It's actually crazy. Like, we're the size of the horse's, like, thigh. I guess some horses are just built different, but, like, damn. We got $1 billion. I like Zenith as well. That's her name, right? I like what they're doing with her character, too. Like, her slowly, like, getting better and finding herself again. That's cool. Aisha just gives me weird, like, I like the treant thing. It's kind of, like, random or whatever, but, like, it's something. I don't mind the treant thing. I think it's cute. And now I fuck with the treant. Bits or whatever its name is. Though I think Aisha's character just rubs me wrong because she gives like she just gives weird like she just gives weird vibes to me. Like the way she's written just gives me weird vibes every single time I see her. Like the atmosphere and jokes around her character are like 90 like 90% her like doing like sexually implying things with Rudius. That's like such a big part of her character, and that's just uncomfortable. That's just uncomfortable, and it's like obviously like pedophilic and stuff. So like I don't like that. And they give that like weird vibe with her character. Like the come to my room later, right? Like I don't. Doesn't she say that? Room. Let me just keyword room. Right. That's like look at this scene. Look at this scene. No, maybe I'm reading into it too much. This one actually is probably fine, but I can't tell. That actually is fine. Well, it's like that's fine, but in the context of her acting weird with him previously, it feels not fine, right? Like I can't. It's hard to like just enjoy like her being like a kid and like a normal kid like character. You know what I mean? It feels like hard to like be able to view her that way like normally because it feels like there's this like weird like miasma around it. You know what I mean? But like this whole scene was fine. Like the I want to keep the pet, like keep the family dog. Like that's cute. Yeah. So actually this episode's probably fine about that, but it just generally like rubs me wrong. And I'm always ready for like an Aisha scene to like feel bad. And like that just kind of it kind of just makes me feel weird. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. And I think that's just because of how she's been in the past. But yeah, I think they actually were fine about it this episode. It just has like a weird energy. Like this episode in a vacuum, I think that's fine. I think Aisha was totally fine. So we're gonna try to, let's just relax. Let's give it that one. We can give it that one. Cliff, whatever, Orsted, whatever. They're just doing like normal updates. And then they ride on the horse. They put the horse in like a magic like iron tomb to protect it. They made like an iron stable for the horse. Rudy magic mogs Roxy because he's literally so freaking OP. It's ridiculous, but like fine. Cook with it. And then the episode ends. I feel like it's a little bit of like it's another kind of slice of lifey episode. Nothing really too much happened. Like the lightning thing, it's more like now we've unlocked a new skill and he's like resolving himself for the future. But like that's kind of it. You know what I mean? Which is fine. So I don't have anything to get like really mad at, which is W. See, look, I'm not A watching, I'm W watching. Right? Right! Right! It's fine. Cause yeah, there's like not, man, and this part pisses me off. Why does it keep cutting to like the feet? Stop! Yeah, I want to like sanity check myself about Aisha. Right? Like they do have that miasma about Aisha, right? Like it's not just like me being weird. There's gotta be weird miasma with her. Oh yeah, or me, right? There we go, see? Boom! I'm not crazy! I'm not crazy! Would you like a bath, dinner, or little old me? Isn't that a weird thing to say? But of course, then it's like, but like, then he just tickles her, which is like kind of whatever. But like, she's doing like a thing here, right? Look at, like, why does her eyes go half-lidded? That's weird. She's doing, like, a thing here. She's all brushy, holding onto him with a mischievous smirk. And then she does a little pose for him of, like, oh, don't you want me? Like, that's weird. That's the miasma I'm talking about. So I feel like any scene with Aisha, I'm just ready for something weird to happen, you know? Which is weird. It's like she's a prodigy, bro. Like, I don't know. So that's kind of the miasma thing I mean, you know? And it makes me feel like I'm the fucking crazy one half the time. But, like, I think it's just because they're doing just a little of it. Just a little bit at a time. And then remember the scene of, like, I'm not a virgin, lol, I fucked Rudy. Like, I feel like there was another thing this episode that made me feel that way. That was kind of like the, maybe this was actually fine. Well, because these characters are just talking about, like, I think this is fun. This is me being too nitpicky, I think. But it's kind of, like, reflective of what I mean. Where I don't think this is bad in a vacuum, but it just feels like repeating the same thing over and over. Where, like, in this opening 30-second scene, it's, like, them at Paul's grave, right? And they mention he died shielding his son, which is true. That is true. He must be satisfied. That's very true. And then we talk about Zenith, and it's like, oh, but she's probably, like... and she has a son she can count on. Like, that's also true. Oh, man. Rudy just be such a big force. Like even in their little conversation at Paul's grave, like they're talking about like, oh, isn't it good that Zenith has Rudy? around, you know? And it's like, that is like natural enough to bring up, but it just like, it's like, what's that one test where you like test, it's like that one test where the, do two women have a conversation to each other without bringing up a man or like having to do with a man? It's like the Bechdel test or whatever. It's like the equivalent of that with like the Rudy test, where it feels like almost every conversation has to have to do with Rudy to some degree. You know what I mean? Or like spin back to him somehow. And that's like part of, and that's like what was annoying in episode 2, where it's like, we kept going, we went back to Rudy like 4 or 5 times, right? Like, it was just like, like episode 2 itself, we're doing this like side arc with Eris, and we take a substantial amount of the arc for this girl tweaking out, being like, there's no way she fucked Rudy, right? Like, there is a substantial part of the episode that is about going to Rudius to confirm that Eris fucked Rudius. It's like, what? How does that, like, why is that what we're spending so much time on, you know? That's like a crazy, it just always goes back to the same things, you know? And it makes it just feel kind of predictable or something, but I don't know. Overall, I think this was a good episode, relative. I think this was a fine episode. Well, it was, like, I think it's a little, like, I'm ready for the slice of life to end. I want plot to happen ASAP. I'm bored by the slice of life. I'm ready to get into some stuff. They're casting magics, they're raising treants, they're doing their shit. I need some action. Give me some problems. Give me some problems to solve. Give me something that threatens Rudy's familial protection, and then he's gonna have to lock in and save his family. And that's like probably just what's gonna happen, but like that's a fine story. Might as well just do it. And like that's part of the thing where it's like, why are we doing sister wives drama? Anyways, I'm just out of here, bro. I don't know. We're gonna listen. We have to cage the beast. The beast is inside me. It wants to be let out, okay? But if we let the beast out on civilians, it weakens the beast. The beast should not be fueled by the flesh of the weak and the pathetic. The beast should only be fueled by the strongest, okay? By the resolute, by the you know what I mean? The sharp in the head, okay? They're like ready to rumble. That's what Mushoku Tensei is all about. Mushoku Tensei is a test of letting the beast out on the right opponents. You know what I mean? Like them all at the table here, I could tweak out about this, but it's a waste of the beast, bro. It's a waste of the beast. So let's hold the beast in and get ready for next episode, episode 5 of Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Patreon, like the video, subscribe, comment down below, yell at me, do whatever you want, bro. I'm down, okay? The important thing is, it gives the video more engagement. I always win. On to the next, should be exciting episode 5. I'll be seeing you then. Peace.